My husband's credit card statement showed a charge for a luxury hotel, on a night he said he was working late. Suspicious, I called the hotel and asked for the room number. The front desk said, "Oh, Mr. and Mrs. Thompson just checked out." My heart dropped. Thompson was my best friend's last name. That night, I set up a romantic dinner and said, "Tell me, how was your stay?" His face went white as I pulled out the receipt. "My name is Dana. I'm 38, live in Las Vegas, and have been married to my husband Mark, 41, for 12 years. We met when I was 25, got married within a year, and like most couples, we've had good and bad patches. But I really thought we were okay. Not perfect, but solid. Mark works in IT for a casino group. His hours are weird sometimes, especially during system updates or audits. I never questioned it. I'm a school counselor, pretty regular hours. We don't have kids, by choice. I thought that gave us more time to focus on each other. Now I'm not so sure. About a week and a half ago, I got the mail like I usually do. I was just flipping through bills, flyers, credit card statements. Nothing seemed off until I saw the charge. It was a $1,120 transaction at the JW Marriott Las Vegas Resort and Spa. I stared at it. It was dated for the previous Friday. Mark had told me that night he had to work late. He even came home around 11:30 p.m., said he was exhausted, and went straight to shower. I didn't question it. But this charge, it didn't make sense. We rarely do anything fancy. That kind of place? That's not something Mark would splurge on alone. I sat there, thinking it could be a work-related stay. But even then, he would have mentioned it. Right? Then I got this weird gut feeling. You know the one that just punches you in the chest? Yeah, that. I didn't tell Mark I saw the charge. I waited until he left for work the next morning. I called the hotel pretending to be confirming a past reservation for a surprise gift or something like that. Receptionist, name on the room? Me, Mark Thompson. Receptionist, let me check. Ah yes. Mr. and Mrs. Thompson checked out Saturday morning. I felt my throat close. My hands literally started shaking. Mrs. Thompson. That's when it hit me like a train. My best friend's last name is Thompson. Sarah Thompson. She's been my closest friend since high school. Bridesmaid at our wedding. We do wine nights together. She knows everything about me. Everything. Sarah had told me she was out of town last weekend, visiting her cousin in Phoenix. She even posted a couple photos on her story. But looking back, the pictures were generic. A coffee cup, a cactus, nothing really specific. I sat on the kitchen floor for a long time. My heart was pounding. My stomach was in knots. I wasn't sure what to do. I didn't confront him right away. I needed more. I wanted to be 100% sure before I blew up my entire life. So I waited. Mark was supposed to work late again the next Friday. I told him I'd be going to bed early, had a migraine. He kissed me on the forehead and left around 6 p.m. I waited 20 minutes and then drove to his work parking lot. His car wasn't there. I called him. He said, "Just got into the building, babe. Gonna be a long night." I took screenshots of my call log. I took a picture of the empty parking lot. I knew. I don't even remember driving home. I just remember shaking. I didn't cry. I didn't scream. I just sat there. Then something in me snapped into place. If he was lying to me and cheating on me with Sarah, of all people, I needed to confront him in a way he couldn't squirm out of. So I made dinner reservations for Sunday night. Somewhere quiet, somewhere nice. Then I made a fake anniversary surprise dinner at home instead. I cooked his favorite steak, got wine, even lit candles. I wanted to catch him off guard. He came home, gave me a hug, asked what the occasion was. I smiled and said, "Just wanted to do something special for you." We ate. He talked about work. I asked questions. I nodded. Then I pulled out the hotel receipt I had printed. He looked confused at first. Then he saw the Marriott logo. His face went pale. I swear to God, it was like the blood drained from his head. I said, "Tell me, how was your stay?" "Mr. and Mrs. Thompson." He opened his mouth, then closed it. His hand went to his neck, like he was choking. He said, "I can explain," I said, "Was it Sarah?" Silence. He didn't deny it. He didn't say anything. He just looked at me with the most pathetic expression I've ever seen. Like a kid caught with stolen candy. I didn't scream. I didn't cry. I said, "You could have told me the truth. But you chose to lie to my face." He said, "It just happened. It was a mistake. It was only once." I laughed. Once? That hotel receipt says otherwise. I packed a bag and drove to my sister's place in Henderson. I've been here since. Mark keeps calling. Sarah has texted. I haven't replied. There's so much I don't understand. How long has this been going on? Why her? Why lie to me? I feel like I've lost two of the closest people in my life in one shot. I don't even know who I'm more angry at. Him? Or her? Part of me wants to confront Sarah. Ask her if she ever meant any of the things she told me over the years. Ask her if she looked me in the eye at brunch last month knowing what she was doing behind my back. Another part of me just wants to disappear and never see either of them again. I don't know what I'm going to do yet. I haven't filed for divorce. I haven't blocked him. I just needed space to think. If you made it this far, thanks. I guess I needed to say all this somewhere. There's no ending yet. Just questions. And silence. Hi again. It's Dana. I didn't think I'd post a follow-up this soon, but something happened last night and it threw everything into chaos again. It's been about 2 weeks since I confronted Mark. I've been staying at my sister Michelle's place in Henderson. She's been amazing, feeding me, letting me crash in her guest room, keeping things quiet so I can cry in peace. I haven't spoken to Sarah. I haven't responded to Mark. I haven't even told our parents or close friends what's going on. I needed time. But apparently, Sarah didn't. Last night, around 7 p.m., there was a knock at Michelle's door. I thought it was delivery. Michelle went to open it, and froze. Dana, she said quietly. You might want to come here. I got up. And there she was. Sarah. Standing on the porch in a gray hoodie, messy bun, no makeup. She looked small. Guilty. Like a scared kid. Can we talk? She said. I stood there. I didn't move. Michelle stepped in like the protective older sister she is. You have some nerve showing up here. I know, Sarah whispered. Please. Just 5 minutes. I didn't know what to do. My hands were shaking again. But I was tired of silence. So I stepped outside and shut the door behind me. She started crying almost immediately. I'm so sorry, Dana. I never meant for this to happen. I didn't plan it. I swear. I didn't say anything. She went on, it started at the end of last summer. He was helping me with my laptop. Then it turned into drinks. And talking. And I was lonely. You guys looked so perfect. I felt invisible. That last part hit me. You felt invisible? So your solution was to sleep with my husband? She looked like I slapped her. It wasn't supposed to go that far. It was one night. Just one. That's a lie, I said. The Marriott charge was from last week. Don't pretend it was some summer fling. She looked away. That silence told me everything I needed. I was about to turn and go inside when she said it. I didn't know he was lying to both of us. That stopped me. What do you mean both of us? She reached into her bag and pulled out a folded piece of paper. This was in his car. The glove box. I found it 2 days ago. It was a printout of a confirmation email for a real estate appointment. In Colorado. Under a fake name. With a woman named Allison. Who's Allison? I asked. She shrugged, tears streaking her face. I don't know. But she's not me. And she's not you. I went back inside holding that paper like it was radioactive. Michelle read it, her face going from confused to furious. That piece of shit, she said. You think he's building a life somewhere else? On the side? I didn't know what to think. I still don't. I googled the name. Allison Rivera. The address on the confirmation was a condo in Boulder. I didn't recognize it. But the kicker? Mark told me he had a conference in Boulder next month. He'd even put it on our calendar. So not only did he cheat on me with my best friend, but now it looks like there's someone else. Sarah left after that. I didn't invite her in. I didn't forgive her. But I didn't scream either. I think I was too numb. Mark texted me this morning, "Can we talk? I feel like everything is spiraling. I never wanted to hurt you." I haven't replied. Because now, I have new questions. Who is Allison? What is he doing in Boulder? How many lies are we dealing with? This isn't just betrayal anymore. This is something deeper. Colder. Planned. I'm not sure I ever knew who I married. It's been 4 days since Sarah showed up at my sister's house. 4 days since she handed me that email about Allison and the Boulder condo. 4 days since my world cracked open a second time. I haven't slept much. Haven't eaten more than toast and coffee. I can't even cry anymore. Just stare at the ceiling, wondering what else I don't know. Michelle keeps checking on me. But I think even she's starting to realize this goes beyond a cheating story. Something's not right. And I was right to think that. The receipt from the Marriott haunted me. It got me wondering, how many more charges had I ignored over the years? So I logged into our joint credit account. I pulled every statement from the last 2 years. And that's when the second bomb hit. There were multiple hotel charges. Some local. Some out of state. Random flights. Spa treatments. 2 flower deliveries to a name I didn't recognize, Angela M. Angela. Who the hell is Angela? I called the flower shop, pretending to be confirming an order. Oh yes, Mr. Thompson is a regular, the girl said cheerfully. Always sends roses to Angela. Sweet guy. Sweet guy. Yeah, okay. That same day, Michelle made me go to the storage unit we rent. She said, "Get your mind off it. Grab your boxes of old books or something." I wasn't in the mood, but I went. We were digging through an old box of Mark's when I found a zippered leather pouch. I thought it was one of his old tech tools. It wasn't. It was a burner phone. Not his regular phone. No passcode. Just swipe to open. Messages going back months. No names, just numbers. But the conversations? Can't wait for Thursday. Same room? You looked amazing in red. Don't forget, she thinks I'm in Reno for the conference. I sat down on the floor. My hands were shaking. The messages weren't just to one person. There were multiple threads. I counted at least 3 different women, maybe more. I couldn't take it anymore. I needed to know if Allison was real. So I booked a flight to Boulder. Michelle begged me not to go alone. So she came too. We arrived late. I didn't even know what I was hoping to find. The next morning, we drove to the condo address from the printout Sarah gave me. It was a sleek little building. Clean. Quiet. I stood across the street and waited. At 8:14 a.m., a woman stepped out. Early 30s. Long dark hair. Tan trench coat. Coffee in hand. She walked to a silver SUV parked right in front of us. That's when I saw it. A sticker on the back windshield. Mark's alma mater. UC Davis. My blood ran cold. Michelle took a picture. I haven't spoken to Allison yet. I'm not sure how to. Do I knock on her door? Tell her everything? Part of me wonders if she even knows about me. Mark has always traveled a lot for work. What if he has a second life? What if I was the side piece? I don't know anymore. I booked us flights home. I need to get out of Boulder before I do something impulsive. When I got back to Michelle's, there was a voicemail from our shared financial advisor. We don't have much saved, but we had a small joint investment account. The voicemail said, "Hi Dana. Just a heads up, we got a request from Mark this morning to liquidate your joint account. He said it was urgent. Can you give us a call to confirm?" My jaw dropped. He was trying to drain our savings. While I was in Boulder. Investigating his lies. That's when I knew I needed a lawyer. This isn't just cheating. It's deception, manipulation, and possibly financial abuse. I haven't spoken to Mark yet. But the next time I do, it'll be through a lawyer. I thought I was uncovering a one-time affair. Now I think I married a man with a double, maybe triple, life. There's no ending yet. Just more questions. And one hell of a storm brewing. The truth is out now. And it came out in the ugliest, loudest, most public way possible. This isn't just about cheating anymore. This was a house built on lies, and I finally set fire to it. Here's how it all came crashing down. I finally agreed to meet Mark. Not alone, at this point, I didn't trust him not to twist things. So we met at our financial advisor's office. Neutral ground. Bright lighting. Witnesses. He showed up in a button-down shirt and that fake smile he always used when trying to play innocent. "Dana," he said like we were old friends meeting for coffee. "I'm so glad you agreed to talk." I didn't say anything. Just looked him dead in the eye. Our advisor opened with some paperwork about the account he tried to liquidate. "I didn't think it was a big deal," Mark said. "I just needed to move some things around." I cut him off. "Without telling me? While I'm in Boulder tracking down one of your many other women?" He blinked. "What? Oh, don't act confused now. Allison. Angela. Sarah. Want me to keep going?" His face flushed. The advisor sat back slowly in his chair, sensing he was now in the middle of something he didn't want to be part of. "You went through my stuff?" Mark asked, voice rising. "No, Mark. I didn't have to. You left it everywhere. Burner phone. Email printouts. Hotel receipts. Flowers. You were sloppy. You got comfortable. And then, I pulled out the picture Michelle took in Boulder. Allison getting into her car with Mark's college sticker on the back. You were building a life with her, weren't you? What was I? The placeholder until the new model was ready? That hit him hard. He started stammering. It wasn't like that. I was trying to figure things out. I never meant to hurt you. At this point, the advisor quietly got up and left the room. Smart man. I stood up. You didn't just cheat. You built lies into every corner of our life. You used our money. You used me. And you thought I'd never find out. He got defensive. You weren't perfect either, Dana. You were always distant. Always judging me. I laughed. You think being emotionally unavailable justifies sleeping with my best friend? With multiple women? Then came the tears. Crocodile tears. I don't even know if he was crying out of guilt or fear of losing control. I didn't want this to happen, he whispered. But it did, Mark. Over and over again. And now, it's done. I walked out. He didn't follow. When I got back to Michelle's, I broke down. Full ugly crying. On the floor. Couldn't breathe. Couldn't think. Michelle held me like I was a kid again. She didn't say much. Just let me fall apart. The emotional fallout was brutal. I wasn't just grieving the marriage. I was grieving the version of my life I thought I had. Sarah hasn't tried to reach out again. Allison? I still don't know what she knows. I left it alone. That's her storm to weather now. I filed for divorce that week. It's been 3 months. I've moved into a small apartment. Still in Vegas. Still trying to piece myself together. I joined a support group for women recovering from betrayal. I tell pieces of my story there. Sometimes I hear stories worse than mine. Sometimes they're eerily similar. I've learned a few things. Love doesn't mean blindness. Trust is not a weakness, but ignoring red flags is. You can know someone for 12 years and still not really know them. I'm not angry all the time anymore. Some days, I even laugh. But there's still a scar. Probably always will be. Mark's tried to reach out a few times. Left voicemails. Emails. Said he's in therapy and working on himself. Good for him. But I'm not interested in being the reward for someone's self-improvement journey. As for me? I'm not hopeful yet. But I'm awake now. Wide awake. And for the first time in a long time, I'm choosing myself. That's the real ending.